Hey guys, welcome to the Explanation Pro. In this video, I'm going to talk about the 2017 war drama film, The 12th Man. As usual, there will be spoilers ahead, so take them with a grain of salt and let's get started. The film is set during World War II in the year 1940. We see that the German army, under the control of Adolf Hitler, attacks and takes control over Norway. There is a lot of violence involved. Then the story skips to 1983. The Norwegian army is being trained by the British Army. A special group is being formed to take over Norway from German control. The mission's name is Martin Red. For this mission, 12 people need to be sent to Norway. Their mission is to devastate all German camps and bases in Norway. A man returns from it and is seen in the snow. This story is about him. At the beginning of the film, we see a few soldiers coming out of the water as their ship is destroyed. The Germans destroyed their ship and they were on the shore. The German soldiers captured 10 of them, and 2 of them are hiding somewhere. Eventually, the German soldiers get a hold of another person too. The last one manages to escape. His name is Jan Balzard. A few German soldiers try to catch him, but he manages to hide and shoots at one of the German soldiers. There is snow everywhere, and he is trying to escape. The German soldiers start firing at him and one of the bullets hits Jan's toe. His toe starts bleeding, and the blood is everywhere in the snow. The German soldiers try to find him with the help of the blood marks, but he manages to get far away from them. There is a small lake, and he starts swimming in it to escape. It is night and the German officers are still searching for Jan Balzard. They reach the lake and the officer tries to check the temperature of the water to see if there is any chance for him to escape through the water. This is because the temperatures are very low and it is hard to survive in water in these situations. They light fire guns in the air to try and find him, but they fail. Meanwhile, Jan Balzard gets out of the water. But, due to the low temperature, the water on him turns into ice, and he is miserable. Fortunately, he sees a couple of people on the boat. He asks them for help, and they take him to their place. They give him dry clothes and socks and get to enjoy the fire for a while before he starts his journey to find and rescue his friends. On the other hand, a German superior enters the scene. His name is kiIIed. He goes there to take the report of the 12 people, but he finds only 11. The other officer tells kiIIed that the 12th man is dead. But Kurt refuses to believe that. He says that he will believe it only after he finds the dead body. They try to get information about the mission from the 11 people. But they did not say anything. The German soldiers torture them and even kill a few of the 11, but no one speaks. kiIIed orders his crew to search for the 12th person, who is Jan Balzard. Jan Balzard finds a house. An old lady lives there, and she tends to his wounds. She helps him and gives him another address and tells him to leave. After a while, a few German soldiers go to the old lady's house and ask her about Jan Balzard's whereabouts. She says that she does not know. kiIIed's crew is experimenting in the lake with cold water to see if anyone can survive past 20 minutes. Initially, they try on prisoners and, later on, other officers. They conclude that there is a chance for Jan Balzard to be alive. kiIIed orders the soldiers to increase the search intensity. He orders people to keep an eye on nurses and medical shops as there is a chance that Jan Balzard needs medical attention. They use cruel and inhumane ways to torture and kill others to get information about the mission. Jan Balzard goes to the address that the old lady gave him. They welcome him and offer to help him. They give him warm clothes, shelter, and food. A lady, her husband, and their little daughter live in that house. She helps him and tends to the wound on his leg. Her friend is a nurse. She fills Jan Balzard in on the whereabouts of his friends. She tells him that a few are dead, and a few are in the hospital in worse conditions. He feels sorry for his friends. One of the 11 members is in the hospital. His condition is critical and he is about to die. The nurse goes to him and tells him that the 12th man is alive and will come to help him. But, unfortunately, the man remembers his family and takes his last breath. The little girl gives Jan Balzard a small map. He asks her where Sweden is. She points her finger at a place far away from the map. All the remaining members are tied up. The German soldiers made them stand in a line and then shot them. All of them are dead. But kiIIed is still worried about the 12th man who may be alive. Another officer tells kiIIed that they should stop the search operation now. But kiIIed tells us that he will not give Hitler a false report. He says that he will be sure only if he finds the dead body. kiIIed is in the car and is about to submit the report on the 12 people. He is still thinking about the 12th man and is thinking that there is a chance for him to die, so he changes his report to say that he killed all 12. Jan Balzard goes to another man's house. The previous family tries to guide them to this place. That man takes him to a shop and tries to take him towards Sweden. On their way, Jan Balsrud sees the newspaper. The man shows Kurt Stage's photo and says that he is known for finding people and getting information from them. He tells us that he is the one searching for Jan Balsrud and killed the other 11. He also tells us that Kurt is a dangerous man and he does not accept defeat. He is one of the best ones, and Hitler awarded him a badge for the same. Then, he drops Jan Balsrud near a mountain with clothes, food, and a roof. He continues his journey towards Sweden. On his way, he sees a few German soldiers, and Kurt Stage is one of them. He tries to be confident and it goes through him. But he falls down while skiing. Kurt Stage makes fun of him and tells him that he expected Norwegians to know how to ski perfectly. Jan Balsrud does not say anything and starts going. Kurt Stage gets a doubt. He thinks that he might be the 12th man and sends his soldiers behind him. Jan Balsrud goes forward, but he sees an aircraft circling him. He understands that something is wrong and keeps going. The aircraft starts shooting at him, but he tries to escape. Then, a snowstorm starts. He was trying his best to go faster, but the snowstorm got him. He falls down, and the storm takes him in. The white snow covers him and he is stuck. He gets covered in snow and he becomes unconscious. The soldiers could not spot him due to the storm and assumed he was dead. They say the same thing to Kurt Stage, but he asks for a dead body. After a while, Jan Balsrud gains consciousness and comes out of the snow heap. He is covered in blood and blisters. His eyes are red too. His nails are coming out. He gains consciousness and falls unconscious immediately. His situation is very bad. But he wakes up again after a while and starts walking. The plane pilot and his crew come back to the mountains after the storm passes. They came to the spot where Jan Balsrud fell unconscious. He left early, so they did not find him. However, they discover his bag and his broken skis. On the other hand, Jan Balsrud's life is hanging by a thread. He is barely moving forward. His wounds are getting worse. His body is about to give up. But he is not giving up. He passes a small stream. He cannot even walk properly. His willpower and inner strength are keeping him up. He is somehow moving forward. He is finally able to reach a small town. At the same time, Kurt Stage's crew reaches the same town. They start questioning the townspeople for details about Jan Balsrud. Gudrun and Marius are two people from the town. While the German army is questioning them, Gudrun sees a man coming from the woods. But she does not say anything. Jan Balsrud comes to the town. He is not able to see and walk due to his injuries. He goes into a random house and starts eating something from their dining table. The lady and her son see him and his wounds and are scared of him. Just then, Marius and Gudrun arrive at this house. They take him to their house. They want to help him. They want to assist him and make him get into better shape. But the other lady, whose house Jan Balsrud went into, is scared. She is scared of Jan Balsrud and is scared to even help them. The Germans are searching for this man and they are not going to spare anyone who is going to help them. The crew brings all the stuff they found on the mountain. They show them to Kurt on stage. He sees the map and is worried. Jan Balsrud wakes up after a week. He remained unconscious for the whole time. Marius and Gudrun assisted him the whole time. He is feeling a little better now. The next day, Kurt Stage and the German army return to the town as this is the only place near the hills where they lost him. They continue to question them, and as they do not speak up, they break their privacy and ruthlessly go into their houses. Kurt Stage goes into Gudrun and Marius's house. He is about to go into the attic where Jan Balsrud is hiding. Marius and Gudrun are scared. Luckily, just as Kurt Stage is about to get in, his badge falls down. This is the same badge that Hitler gave him. So, he reverts and picks up the badge and comes out without properly checking the attic. They are relieved, but they change Jan's location. They hid him in a cabin, which is located in the mountains. The German soldiers continued their search for each other's houses. Jan stays alone in the cabin for a few days. He is not able to listen properly. He is getting nightmares about the time when the Germans attacked their ship. He also gets nightmares that the Germans will find him in this cabin. He gets a disease and his toes start turning blue. He takes up the courage to cut the affected toes. After a few days, Marius returns to the cabin. He tells Jan that they found a way to take him to Sweden. They put him in a sleeping bag and dragged him with the help of sledgers. They hid him in the mountains, under a rock. They tell him that a man will come and take him to Sweden. Marius and Gudrun say goodbye to him. Kurt Stage is furious. He is losing confidence in himself as this is the first time he has lost. The temperatures are worse at night near the rock where Jan is hiding. But he did not give up. We see Marius and Gudrun having a conversation after 4 days. They are hoping that Jan is alive and well. but they see a man coming towards him. He is the one who was supposed to rescue Jan. But they made a mistake and searched the wrong mountain. They finally reach the right mountain and manage to get him. They tie him to a sledger and take him along with a group of animals. The animals are their cover. But Jan's sledge's rope breaks and he starts falling. The German soldiers noticed. They started shooting. They call him Kurtz. The soldiers come after Jan. He hides behind the rock and manages to get back with the animals just when the soldiers arrive there. He is led by one of the fast animals in the area. 3 German soldiers are trying to come after him, but he successfully crosses the Swedish border. The German soldiers do not have any control over the Swiss border, and Jan is finally safe. One of the officers calls and tells this to Kurt's stage, and he is highly disappointed in himself. After a few months, we see that Kahn is alive and well. He submits his report to the officers. He receives an award for bravery and dies in his old age. Gudrun and Maureen are alive and well and happy too. The Kurtz stage was executed. That's all for today's video, and thanks for watching it. If you like it, make sure you give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Also, let me know in the comments below which movie you want me to cover in the next video. Until next time, take care and stay tuned.